Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Erin Lichy from RHONY reveals heartbreaking loss. One thing Erin Lichy has been open about on Real Housewives of New York City is her love for her family. Erin is an interesting woman to keep up with on the show since she's a social butterfly who handles business in the real estate realm. She also gives her attention to the interior design industry as well. However, Erin isn't focused on that stuff right now because she recently suffered the loss of her father, Yitzhari. These are the details. Filming new episodes of Real Housewives of New York City is likely the last thing on Erin's mind right now. That's because her father's death just occurred. He passed away on October 1st, 2024. Erin paid tribute to her dad with a heartfelt thread full of pictures of her father. She added a lengthy Instagram caption to express her feelings on this situation. "My heart and soul. My best friend, my courage, my strength, my superpower. How grateful I feel to have had you as a parent to guide me, to uplift me, to teach me how to live life to the absolute fullest. Your generosity is unmatched. And I have learned not only how many people you help silently, but what a lasting impression your kindness left." The reality TV star went on to describe the sadness that comes along with knowing she'll never hear him laugh or sing again. She also noted how sincere her gratitude is to Eliyahu for being such a wonderful father. Erin continued the message describing her father as being pure, genuine, happy, and loving. Her comment section on Instagram is filled with people who've been sharing their condolences with her. Erin, anyone who looks at these pictures can feel the deep love you and your father shared. A bond like that is rare and beautiful, something you'll carry with you always, forever woven into the fabric of your heart. He was such a bright and beautiful light and had such a strong presence that without a doubt will continue to live on. Love you so much, Erin. Although you can no longer see him, you gained an angel that will forever walk by your side. The thread from Erin is incredibly touching. One photo showcases her and her father on her wedding day. Another picture showcases Eliyahu giving Erin a smooch on her cheek. A third picture from the thread features Eliyahu swimming in a pool with his grandchildren. The final photo in the thread is one of the Eliyahu from his youth. What are your thoughts on Erin's heartfelt tribute post to her father on Instagram? Let us know in the comments section below. Erin Lichy, one of the breakout stars of the Real Housewives of New York reboot, recently shared an intimate and heart-wrenching moment with her fans, revealing a personal loss that shook her world. Known for her strong presence on screen, filled with sharp wit and a commanding demeanor, Erin peeled back the layers of her well-constructed persona to let viewers see a side of her rarely seen: vulnerable, human, and deeply affected by grief. The revelation came during an episode that started like any other, with Erin juggling her business ventures and navigating the complicated world of RHONY social dynamics. The Erin viewers have come to know is a multitasker, always one step ahead, balancing her real estate business, her marriage, and her friendships with finesse. But as the episode progressed, it became clear that something was weighing heavily on her mind. In a confessional, Erin appeared more subdued than usual, her eyes glistening with emotion as she began to speak. "Life throws you curveballs," she started, her voice breaking slightly. "And sometimes, no matter how strong you think you are, you're not prepared for the loss of someone who means so much to you." She paused for a moment, gathering her thoughts, clearly wrestling with how much to share. "I lost someone very close to me recently," she continued, her voice barely above a whisper. "And it's been devastating. It's hard to even find the right words." For Erin, known for her unshakable composure, this was a rare moment of raw emotion. Viewers were gripped as she shared the details of her loss. Her beloved grandmother, a figure she described as her rock and constant source of love and wisdom. Erin spoke about how her grandmother had been a pivotal influence in her life, from childhood through adulthood, always offering guidance and unconditional love. "She was everything to me," Erin said, tears finally spilling down her cheeks. "She raised me in so many ways. When my parents were busy with work, it was her house I'd go to after school. Her kitchen is where I learned to cook, where we'd sit and talk for hours about life, love, business, everything. She shaped so much of who I am today." Erin's grandmother had lived a full life, reaching her 90s, but no amount of time could have prepared Erin for the void left by her passing. "I think a part of me thought she'd always be there," Erin admitted. You start to take for granted that the people you love will always be around, especially when they've been there for so long. And when they're suddenly gone, it's like a piece of you is missing. She described how her grandmother's health had declined in recent months, and though the family had tried to prepare for the inevitable, the loss was still deeply painful. "I spent so much time with her in those last few months," Erin shared. "We'd talk about everything, her childhood, her marriage, her thoughts on life. And I'm so grateful for that time, but it doesn't make it any easier. You always wish for more time." The news of Erin's loss resonated with many of her co-stars, some of whom reached out to her with their own stories of grief and loss. The RHONY cast, often seen butting heads in dramatic fashion, came together in solidarity for Erin. Brynn Whitfield, a close friend of Erin's on the show, offered her heartfelt support, both on and off screen. "It's been really tough for Erin," Brynn said in a separate confessional. "She's usually the strong one, the one everyone goes to for advice, but this has really shaken her. We're all trying to be there for her in whatever way we can." Back at home, Erin's family rallied around her, offering love and support as she navigated her grief. Her husband, Abe, was her rock throughout the difficult time. "Abe has been incredible," Erin said. "He's been so patient with me, so understanding. Grief is such a strange, personal journey, and he's just given me space to feel whatever I need to feel, without judgment." For Erin, the loss of her grandmother has prompted a period of deep reflection. "She was such a huge part of my life, and now that she's gone, I'm realizing just how much of who I am is because of her," Erin explained. "It's made me think about the kind of legacy I want to leave behind for my own kids. I want them to have the same kind of memories of me that I have of her, the warmth, the love, the guidance." In the weeks following her grandmother's passing, Erin took some time away from the cameras and the fast-paced life of RHONY. She spent time with her family, focusing on healing and honoring her grandmother's memory. "I've been trying to slow down, just be present with my kids and my husband," Erin shared. "Grief is a process, and I know it's going to take time, but I'm learning to give myself grace." When she eventually returned to the show, Erin was met with open arms by her castmates, who acknowledged the difficult time she had been through. It was clear that her loss had shifted something in her. There was a new depth to her that hadn't been visible before. Erin, always the tough, capable woman, had allowed herself to be vulnerable, and in doing so, had gained a deeper understanding of herself. "I think my grandmother would want me to keep going, to keep living my life fully," Erin said, her voice steady once more. "She always told me to be strong, to never give up, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to live in a way that honors her, with love, kindness, and resilience." As the episode drew to a close, viewers were left with a poignant reminder that even the strongest among us are not immune to the pain of loss. Erin Lichy, a woman who had always seemed to have it all together, had shown that beneath her polished exterior was a heart capable of deep love, and consequently, deep sorrow. But in true Erin fashion, she faced her grief head-on, determined to emerge stronger, carrying the memory of her beloved grandmother with her every step of the way.